attempt to upgrade the database that is in 11.2.0.1 to 11.2, let me see, what is it?
11.2.0.3.
Yeah. So as we know, it's always good to back up your database before you do the upgrade, and even to turn on the flashback. Just in case you run into any issue during the upgrade, you can always, flash back and get the database in its previous state before the upgrade started. So that's been done in advance. We need to run a pre-check before we start the upgrade, and there's two ways that we can do that. We can either go into the directory and run this utility here to do the pre-check, or we can do the old path into the directory and then run the pre-check from there. So before I start, I'm going to go into the directory of this utility so that we can all see where this utility is. So exit SQL, and I'm going to cd into Oracle Home.
So while you're doing that, it's also good to know that if you haven't backed up your database before you started the upgrade, at some point before starting the upgrade of your database, Oracle is going to give you a chance to back up your database in DBUA.
So this tool that we're looking for, it's right here. Let me locate it. So the pre-check tool that we're gonna run, it's right here, and it's in Oracle Home in the admin directory. So that's where we're gonna do the pre-check with before we start the upgrade. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna run the old path. So what we're doing, we're actually running this from where we at. We're actually running the what was it? We run the pre-check into the path that we're gonna upgrade the database into, the software that we're gonna upgrade the database into.
I don't copy the parentheses. You copy the parentheses, the open parentheses, remove it.
Gotcha, thanks. Okay, so this is the pre-check, the information of the pre-check that you run. You can see the version that the name of the database, the version, the block size, the system you're using, the bits. It also tell you the time zone, and that's one of the things we need to check to ensure that it's running on the time zone specified. You can also see your table spaces. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I think you already passed it.
Pass it up top.
Go a little further up.
Yes, so you can see table spaces. And as it says it is adequate for update, meaning that it's ready, there's no issue. What else we have?
Yeah, so basically
Yes.
running the pre-upgrade utility is going to give you some information on our database and some Oracle recommendations.
Yeah. Yeah. So if there's issue also their suggested procedures to run or statements, that's one there. There's a few of them. There's another one here. It depends on what error you have. You can run this statement to fix it, and then also if the error is not critical, sometimes you don't need to do anything. So as you see the time zone is correct. If the time zone is not the right time zone, you can either fix it before we do the upgrade, or after the upgrade, we can actually run a patch and fix that upgrade. But in this case, we don't have to do any of that. So I'm gonna just go to DBCA and we're gonna start the upgrade from over there.
You want to use the DBUA, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
DBUA.
So if there's when you're done, I'll ask my question. I'm sorry to interrupt that.
Okay.
Oops.
That's okay. So before calling up DBUA, we have to ensure that we're in the environment of the new software that we want to upgrade the database to, which is going to be the 2.3. So, and that's for me, that is in my batch profile 11 underscore batch profile underscore 11G. That's where mine is. And then I'm going to call up the DBUA. So we are actually now learning about DBUA. So if there's any input along the way, anyone need should any information, feel free to do so. All right, so we go to next. And as you can see, I have tried a few upgrades before. So I'm gonna choose the database that I want to upgrade. So I'm upgrading this database that is in 11.2.0.1 to 11.2.0.3. So I'm going to choose that. I'm going to go to next. So these are some warning that you would get, and from uh, my understanding, I think if the database had a lot more activity going on, and it might specify some of the warnings more here, and then you can choose to either go and fix it if it's critical, but if it's not, you can choose to proceed and fix it after the upgrade is finished. Depends on the severity of the warnings. So in this case, I don't see any warning that is of critical. So I'm just gonna click yes. I want to continue. So at this point, I can choose to back up my database here, which I'm gonna do because I didn't back it up prior. I actually wanted to use this so we all can see. And I'm gonna choose my directory also that I wanna put it in. So that's the direction I'm gonna put my backup in. So if the time zone also wasn't updated prior to the upgrade, you also have a choice here to choose to upgrade the time zone. From what I was reading also, the degree of parallelism, I was expecting it to be more, but I guess because of the activity in the database, it doesn't require, more than one parallelism to go through. So I didn't change anything there. So I'm gonna go to next.
Okay. Hi. Hi everyone. At this stage, as he's performing the backups, we all remember during the class that the backup should be performed before the day of the upgrade. Because what is happening is that we want to reduce the downtime. Okay. So by taking the backup again on GBUA, we slow down our upgrade. He will do that here because he wants to show us,
Yes.
that we can take backup from here, but you will almost never take the backup from using GBUA. Also, the parallelism is, it depends on how many servers you have, how many CPU your server have. I think for you guys, all of you have 2 CPU maximum per virtual machine. So in environment, they may have more than that. And by increasing the parallelism, it will definitely speed up the upgrade. So that will be another change that people will be performing in an environment. So they may increase the parallelism to 3, 4, depending on how many CPU they have on that server. The time zone is also recommended. It's also always good to upgrade the time zone because Oracle best works with the latest time zone on that version. So if GBUA can do that, it's always good because if you don't upgrade it, okay, there are some components that may not work as expected. So it's always good to upgrade the time zone, either while doing the upgrade with GBUA or after that. Okay. So always a good practice to upgrade the time zone. And yeah, so okay.
So I don't know if Gaita, you can also shed some light on this particular page in terms of moving the files as part of the upgrade or not.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely this says that this is like container unblockable, right? Do you want to upgrade, keep the files where they are, okay? Or you want to make a copy of those files while doing the upgrade?
Okay.
So if you make a copy of those files, it means that you want those files to also go to the Oracle base of the new software, okay? And if you select that option, you now see you have either file system or ASM. So
Okay.
different type of storage management you guys have available. File system is basically what you have been dealing with so far. That's why you have system01.dbf. That's where you can create your table spaces. ASM, the naming convention is different. When we get to rack, I think I will explain more what is ASM, because ASM actually there's a tool that will be managing the software for you. That will be managing the storage for you. Sorry. So there's a tool called the ASM that will be managing the storage. It means what? In that scenario, we'll be talking about disk and disk group. And this is not the right time now because I'm explaining all those stuff on rack. So yes, that is what you guys want as a choice. Either you make a copy of those files, okay? Either you move those files to the new version or to the new software
Okay.
location, or you keep them where they are.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so let's go to next. So here I specify that I did it before, so I did it before on the previous upgrade, so it presets the /r data FRA for me. I'm gonna leave the size like that. It asks me if I want to configure with Enterprise Manager, so I uncheck it. I don't want to do that. I go to next. So this is a summary of what we just did. Get a database name, the version from, and the version that we're going to. You have the backup. Let's see where we are.
Yes, this part is very important before you launch the upgrade, especially the first part, where I see version. Before you launch it, make sure that the source version is where you are, and the target version is where you want to go. Right? So actually, the database is on 11.201, and he wants to go to 11.203. That is the first check you guys have to perform. And also the Oracle Home. Is it what you are expected? Is it what you're expecting? Okay. Is the new Oracle Home the one on the right? So
yes.
So, and what you see below is what I was telling you guys. Those are the components that are upgraded. Some of them, I don't know them, okay? It depends on some applications, but these are the components that you upgrade. Please, there's also some components that you guys see there that are not 11, they are 3 point whatever, okay? Those are also some Oracle application component, and that one as well, I don't use that one. So that is what is upgraded, okay? That is what is upgraded. Those components are what will be upgraded in this process. And some of them will be upgraded by GBUA, and some of them you need a different script to upgrade them, okay? So when I was talking about component that will be upgraded, this is what I was talking about, Oracle component, okay?
So I saw the time zone was upgraded too.
Yes, yes, upgraded to 14.
Yeah. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so I'm gonna do finish. So as Gaita mentioned, because of one of the reason for it to take a little while was because I'm taking the backup now. So this is gonna take a while, and once it's finished, I'm gonna continue share my screen so we can see what it looks like after it's done. And in the meanwhile, we're gonna present the manual part of it. Bello, you had a question?
Yes, I had a question. Because at first when you shared the script, I thought you were doing about the manual upgrade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you went in there and you were saying like what we needed to do and not to do. So I was just a little bit confused. Like if you are using but DBCA, why would you visit that, like run that script and see or solve the necessary warning? Like why would you do it? Because I know DBUA will actually do everything.
Okay, I guess that's the way I research and the information I got. But I guess I'll try when I upgrade in the next one, I'll probably just go straight to DBC and see what happens.
Yes, there are multiple reasons behind it, okay? As you saw, right, even on Oracle documentation, Oracle platform, using DB or any type of script, those prerequisites are also done separately. What's happening is we want to reduce the maximum, the amount of downtime GBUA will cause. We don't want GBUA to take care of statistical gathering. We don't want GBUA to take care of backups. We don't want GBUA to take off a lot of prerequisites. We just want GBUA to just upgrade a database that is 100% ready to be upgraded. Okay? Because you guys will say, okay, GBUA is going to do that. That's true, but GBUA will take more time doing it. Okay, let's take a simple example. How many megabytes is this database? This database size? What's the database size?
This is 640.
I'm sorry,
640 megabyte, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just make a small calculation. You guys will see how long it can take here. And your data dictionary is even small as well. Okay, because you guys don't have a lot of objects that were added to the database, and that increase the amount of metadata in the data dictionary. Let's imagine you are in a 2 terabyte database. The data dictionary will also have a considerable size. So will you 5 hours, you wait GBUA to perform an upgrade for 5 hours or 4 hours? I'm not sure. And a lot of applications will be waiting. Unless they are not mission critical, right? And that can be done over the weekend, which is totally fine.
For your free, no obligation.
Can you mute yourself, please?
Review. Now is the time during the Medicare annual enrollment period to see if you
The
are
host,
The host should just kick the person out.
You don't get these savings or additional benefits automatically. So make sure you call now during the Medicare.
That's the morning people coming messed up.
Just kick them out.
Maybe that could be a mistake, okay? It happens sometimes. So because this name doesn't do that frequently, so it can be a mistake. Mistakenly, he or she unmuted he or herself. So totally fine. So I was saying, okay, whenever Oracle is always good to do prerequisite before you launch your upgrade. Okay, it's always a good practice. Again, GBUA can do that, but GBUA will take more time doing it. Okay, why not? Because those prerequisites can be done while the production is up and running. So it means that even before you launch the GBUA, you can be taking backups using Arman. You can be purging the recycle bin. You can gather data dictionary statistics. You can recompile invalid objects. You can, what else do we do as prerequisite? Even the time zone, you can change it, but it's even easier for GBUA to change it. So you can do it before or after. What else? There are multiple other prerequisites, right? If those who are doing the manual, they can see a lot of things they have to perform before they call the cut upgrade. So once you are done with those prerequisites, GBUA job will run faster than if GBUA were to do that. So for the person who is presenting, it's a good practice. What you explain or what you did, okay, it's a very good practice. Okay, so I want you guys to know that.
All right, so we're gonna start with the manual. Polly,
Yes, sir.
all right, the floor is yours.
Devon,
Yes, sir.
yeah, maybe before you start, maybe I can share my issue with Mr. Gaitan.
Sure. Yeah, you're perfect.
Yeah, Mr. Gaitan, I have an issue every time I run the utility, the prerequisite check.
Uh-huh.
I get a result, the database already upgraded.
Okay. Show me something, please. Show me your screen.
All right.
Yeah, I also had that issue in a few of our
Yeah.
class.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Okay, what is it saying?
Tells me the database already upgraded to rerun the upgrade. Use.
Okay, where do you get that script from?
I think.
Please,
Yes,
please. Okay, Ms. Minaj, sorry to bother you. Make me the host, please.
Make him the host. Yeah.
I don't want you to. Please make me the host so that I can easily manage those people. Please.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I want to make things easier for you. Don't know.
Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
Okay,
Yes,
you're
sir.
the host now.
Jones.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I can
Jones.
hear you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Jones. The problem is the
Okay, you can mute yourself, Mr. Fali, and talk now.
Yeah, the part need
I'm
to
so,
change.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You Oracle Home you use it is wrong. Oracle Home have to be 0.3 before you run this one.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, this one was just the second one, Fali, but you remember that even when we're doing it all together, you run it on 0.3 and it gives the same error. I think this one, I just did this as a second check because it didn't run on 0.3. Let me check. I'm sure I have 0.3 somewhere. This is it right here. Yeah, I just wanted to compare two things.
Okay. Okay, one question for you yourself, okay? Please, I don't want anyone else to answer. I want him to tell us how he installed 11.203. What do you do? From the download directory, right? Which directory do you choose to install 11.203?
From the download directory, I choose 11G release.
Okay, you are wrong, right? Because go there, please. I want you to log in there.
So that was smart.
Okay. While he's doing that, Gaetan, I had the same error, but while installing my 0.3 software, I actually went into the 11.0.2.0.1 underscore software. But I did have the same output he had.
Okay. We validate you sure as well, okay? If you are still having a challenge, we check.
Well, actually, I deinstalled mine and reinstalled it back, and it went through.
Yeah, because before you perform a mistake, I can just tell you that.
Okay.
So list, please. Okay, which directory do you choose here for 11.203? Is it where you put the cursor?
Jones, you're muted.
Right.
Sorry.
So this is the one he used, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is he just installed the software twice on different directories.
Right.
He did not install 11.203. 11.203 is the second one, 11.2.0.3 software. So that is what you guys should be installing.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I saw this, but I was a little bit, okay.
That is the one. So uninstall, install
okay.
The actual 11.203 you have under 11.2.0.3 directory, uninstall that one and install it back again, okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. So yeah, this could be the only reason why you will have that type of error. Yeah. But the pre-upgrade script, you should always get it from 11.2.3 before you run it on 11.2.1. Okay. That's what you should do. Okay. Okay. Can we proceed, or do you have any other issue, another challenge? Okay. Let's proceed with Mr. Fali. Anything you can clarify?
Hey, class, I'll go do just the manual one.
Mr. Gaitan,
Yes. Yes, sir.
you answer that question like you've had that problem before.
No. Yes, that's very true. This morning we have something similar.
Oh,
Yeah, that's correct. This morning, because we went through 2 to 3 verifications, and that was my last suspicion. So that's why I asked the question straight. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I go just do the upgrade the database to 11.2.1.2.0.1 to 11.2.0.3. Today, just we go just do the upgrade, the next time when we go do patch, that's why we go just we go take just the one option for do to 12C. I am now no environment to 11.2.0.1. The first one, you have to take the backup, the backup to via Airman, or you have to have the flashback mode or to create the restore point. We'll just check my database if it's is up. Jesus. Is it up? I go just call the airman for take the backup.
Fali, you copy the $sign.
Yes, man. Thank you so much.
Hope your
Yes.
database is in recovery mode.
Okay.
Fali,
Alter
Don
database.
Arman, what are you trying to do?
Oh, I try to change the. I'm so sorry. I try to change the optimizer.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah. Hmm.
I go check. Normally, I don't have backup, but it's good to check before maybe you go have backup soon. Like we don't have it. And let me go change my size. I go just change my recover size.
Did you enable archiving when you were creating the database, Fali?
Yes, ma'am. I think I go check to see, but I think I got when I was creating.
Please, all the group leaders, please send me the question number 3. I can read why Mr. Fali is working. Question number 3. I want to make sure other groups are performing. Thanks.
And I go just do the. I go just take the backup. I think the backup is done. Go back to SQL. We go try to running this command. Mr. Devon was explained before. I think it's the same command to see the prerequisite of there. That's I think the same thing was Mr. Devon was said before. Here is giving us the all of information, but here it go give us the all of information. It go give us the all of information. Here, if you got some error, if you got error, it's go give you the error, go give you the number, it go give you the command for the running for the resolve that error you have. But the error is the problem. You have to resolve the error before you go forward. But the running sometimes is not, depending on running, sometimes it's not problem. But here it give us for the increase the another time it give us to running this command the gather statistics, the dictionary. But I think I'll go just create, because this database is new one, I go create the P file for the SP file. I go run this command. This command sometimes take time, but I think is here in the script. That's why we give it just a little explanation here. This and decrease the downtime, but gather optimize the statistic just opioid for the upgrade. After that, I think we'll make sure we don't have any file needed the major recovery.
Yes, again, these are part of some Oracle recommendation when we ran the pre-utility, pre-upgrade utility. Most of these are not going to give us any returns because, like Gaetan explained before, our database, they've not been any major changes to the database. So, we didn't actually run all the Oracle recommendations. We'll check on the major recovery and solve any outstanding transactions. All pending transactions in the database have to be committed in this case before you move forward with your upgrade.
Thank you, Natalie.
No, continue. Go ahead for me.
That's like Natalie said, it's not giving us any return because this one is a new database, not have any return for this command, but we check.
So you guys see that manually there's a lot of things you have to do run yourself, but GPU can do that. Let's imagine that we have some files that require recovery. GPU is trying to do that for you, okay? But the time it will take for GPU to do that, you are performing yourself, okay, without having to bring the database down. You have recovered a database on a data file online using Arman if the backups are available. So that is what makes the manual method very interesting, because you run every single command and you should understand what every single command means.
Exactly.
This is what GPU is doing in the background. So that is why I always like people who are using GPU as well to understand how the manual method works. Very, very interesting. If you are stuck somewhere, you know where you are stuck. You know why you are stuck. Okay. So please make sure you understand every single script. If there is a place you don't get it, make sure you get it before you move to the next step. Okay. Just a parenthesis. You can proceed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The circle being supposed to be empty. That's why we go run this command. Check.
So
Why do we purge the recycle bin? Since nobody asked the question, why do we purge?
So from what we got so far is to remove every items and any objects associated to them to release their storage space. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that is definitely true. You are correct. We need to do that to release space. But in a real environment, whenever people, application users, developers, they have their schema in the database. So they may have read-write privileges and object privileges, over their schemas. They can drop their tables, they can recreate them, they can update them, they can drop indexes and so on. Logical object, basically. And what happened is whenever they dropped objects, those objects go to the recycle bin. Okay, it's like your computer, right? If you drop a folder, it will go to the bin before you go there and purge it. Okay, so that's the same thing. So, but sometimes because they know that the bin is enabled, okay, so once they drop object, they know that they can easily go back from the recycle bin directory and recover those objects back. It's possible to recover a table from the recycle bin. Okay, so there are options to do that. There are steps in order to perform that. So because they know that they have their objects, their indexes that they just drop from the recycle bin, and they can get it anytime while they are working. Okay, they could be dropping objects, dropping, recreating. And now that you are doing the upgrade, make sure, please, as a good practice, make sure that you notify those people before you purge it. Maybe because he dropped an object on purpose, he knew that he can still grab it easily from there, but you just go ahead and you clean it, you purge it. So you guys know that whenever you purge something from the bin, unless you have a backup, right, you won't recover it anymore, right? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Unless you have a copy of,
Yes.
unless you have a backup, a copy of the object somewhere, if you purge something from your bin, you cannot recover it. Okay, so before you purge the recycle bin, please ensure that you notify the team. It's part of the upgrade, but make sure that you notify. It's something that is planned basically, but they should get notified before you purge it. That is a very big requirement. Otherwise, some object can get missed. Let's assume that the last time the backup was taken was yesterday night, and 2 hours before the upgrade, they drop an object in the recycle bin. Drop it there, and they knew that they will pick the object back again to the production to proceed with their operations. By dropping that object, it means that it was not backed up, first of all. So more likely you may not recover it. You won't be able to recover it, okay? Unless maybe some archives are also available. But always good practice to notify them before you purge the recycle bin. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, quick question, please.
Yes.
Regarding the question 3 asked us to send, I did it with my group yesterday, but we didn't save anything. I don't know if we can probably send you like the video.
You want me to say 1 hour or whatever to watch a video?
No, like just to highlight. We can make it like very quick to highlight it.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can make a short video even with your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, just to highlight. Yes, it makes sense. You can do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks.
Okay. Here, if you now have the new installation, where you go upgrade to, you have to install the new software. But for as case, we got the new software already. That's one day the upgrade to go be, we see the database everything's supposed to be shut up. Everything's supposed to be down. We go see if the instance is running to kill them too. Nothing is running. We go check the TNS name too. The listener, I'm so sorry, the listener. Nothing's running. We go start up upgrade. But before we start up upgrade, we have to copy the network for the all software to the new one. And we have to set up a variable to all one to the new one location. We have to start up the database upgrade mode. I go just to send to duplicate and the VNC because the VNC is very fast.
WinSCP.
WinSCP. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
It's cool.
I'll go to the Oracle Home to 11.1. I will just copy. I need just the product, but the class I did it before. I think when I go do this, it's going to be overwriting of the. I go copy the listener. When you go just do that, no take the sample because the sample is not going anywhere. I go to the new software to check. I think I got information here. Is it the poll? Information is here. I go check the network. The network is good too. I go check environment. I got the environment to where I take my database to I go to the new one, 11.2.0.1. I go export the Oracle Home to the new one. The Oracle Home have to call the path echo. Give me the bin directory. I need this bin directory to change the environment automatic.
So you're gonna set it to the back of the new or where the new Oracle software resides.
Besides, that's how go just export of there. I export my Oracle Home to the new one to the bins directory. I go just copy the bin directory. I go just check if I got the new location, the new environment. Okay. I'm making mistake. I got space between the echo and the slash. That's one giving me this is now read. I will just do the new one. Take this one. Okay. Let's take it here. Change it to do 11.2.0.1, 8.3. And in this case, we'll just connect to the SQL. We go start up upgrade, but we go just pull the file. So that's supposed to start up upgrade. I'll go check the instance if the database is ready to upgrade. That this instance told us here is open to migrate. As this is ready. And we have to go to upgrade. I have to set up the echo first. Let me put the directory. I think everybody know about the question mark. The question mark is mean Oracle Home. I think it's go take about, like we say here, it go take about 20 minutes or 45 minutes. If it's slow. But that's if it's Natalie wanna say something, not top of her.
No. Yeah. Unless anybody has any questions as the upgrade is running.
Okay. What about the other upgrade that was performed using GPU? Is it completed already?
Devon.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so that the person could be doing the post-upgrade step, if there's any post-upgrade step, while we are waiting on this one. Thank you, Mr. Farley. That was very detailed. So, very good.
You're welcome, sir.
Very good, Fali.
You're welcome, Mr.
Mr.
Patrick.
Mr. Gaeta,
Yes, sir.
okay, is there a post upgrade on this 11.3 upgrade?
Why don't you ask the question to the people presenting, Mr. Koji?
I'm sorry, maybe, okay. Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Fali,
Yes, sir.
is, do you have a post upgrade on this, on the upgrade you did?
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course. We talked earlier about the time zone. At the end of the upgrade, there's a script here to run to match the time zone to what Oracle recommends. I think the time zone for the.
Oh, okay, definitely. I want to just share my script to show what Natalie was talking about.
I think when we ran the pre-upgrade utility, it showed 11, and the new version is I believe 14. Pardon. Yeah, I believe 14.
Natalie, you see my script?
Yeah, and also you have to make changes to your Aura tab. When you do via DBUA, Oracle is going to change it automatically. But at the end of the manual one, you have to go to Aura tab and make sure the Oracle Home points to the new Oracle software environment. We've already checked our AuraNet to make sure the listener TNS name .aura our database is also let me see. Yes.
Natalie, let me just inject something, please.
Sure.
I edited my Aura tab before I started the upgrade. Is it okay?
We haven't done that, but I believe it's not any problem though. Yeah, I believe it's possible.
I believe it's possible. It's not an issue.
Yeah, because the script I found myself using I edited the Aura tab before running the thing. And
yeah,
and regarding the post upgrade, Mr. Gaitagmi mentioned of, I didn't see any of it, but I saw like a script that is like a check to verify if the upgrade was okay or if any adjustment was needed.
The DB G diag.
Yeah, something like that. I don't have it offhand.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing though.
That's pretty much the only thing because there's a script. I think we make it for as group we serve. It take as long a time. We try to make it ourselves understand this one.
And I found something weird after my upgrade. I don't know if you guys experience the same thing. Like if I issue any statement like alter system, do anything, if the sequel is succeeded, I won't see system altered.
I think that happens when we run the pre-upgrade utilities. Somehow, if you noticed when Fali was going over those steps, it doesn't give any return. Normally, if you get no return, you should get at least something like no row selected, but we didn't get that either. I don't know if it's affected when we run the pre-utility upgrade script, or what causes that exactly. If Gaetan can maybe please shed some light on that also.
What, please?
I noticed like if I alter system or alter database, I won't see any feedback like it went through. But if it fails, I will see something. I will see like an error message. But if it succeeds, I won't see anything.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I still have it.
After the upgrade?
Yeah, after the upgrade.
So even after you shut down and start the database, you kept doing that?
Right. You kept doing that over and over.
So even till now, you're still doing the same thing, right?
Okay, let me check and let you know.
Yeah. Do you check if you have invalid object after the upgrade?
Yes, I did, and there wasn't any.
Okay. How do you check? How do you know there is no invalid object?
I stumbled on I run a script.
Yeah, the let me see if the utlui object.sql in the admin directory.
Okay. Yeah, because that is, you should make sure there is no invalid object. Normally, you should be able to see stuff outer. Okay, it means that the output parameter of those packages are not functioning well. So, and what I'm suspecting is they became invalid after the upgrade. That's why I asked you whether you run the post-upgrade script, whether it's a post-upgrade script, which tell you what you have to fix after the upgrade, if there is anything to fix. So check again, invalid object. So other people are facing the same issue like him. When they're trying to do any alter, they don't see any output from that. Okay, so the lady who was talking, was Miss Natalie?
Yes.
Okay, so you say even yourself after upgrading, you are having the same issue like him?
No, not after. Well, actually, during the upgrade, while still running, I think when Fali was working on it at that stage, yes.
Okay.
I think Mr. Gatan, why while you're running the command, this is utility command. Yeah, while you run this command, and then while you go run the next command, it's not going to give you, if it's an issue, it's going to give you the error. But if it's the command go through, if you not return, you're not going to say nothing. Not going to say nothing.
Okay, maybe we are going to see that.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Mr. Koji, go ahead. You said what?
But mine wasn't that case, because even after I did the check and everything, and I thought the database was good to go, so I was running some few script, but I wasn't getting anything in return. Yes, but unfortunately, I do not have the database now. I do not have it. Like I would have shown you guys.
Okay. You perform the manual step, right?
Yes, the manual.
Do you recompile invalid object before upgrading the database?
Yes, I recompile it.
Before upgrading?
That's a pre-check, right?
Yes, during the pre-check.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, do you fix whatever the pre-check asks you to fix?
Yes, sir. I trust I did.
Okay. And after that, that's where you fix everything that was recommended.
And after the upgrade, I run the script and it shows everything was upgraded, like valid.
No. That one is okay. You most of the time you see valid. Yes, I was asking if you run that script. I see here on there's one of the script. You guys have it or what? Looks like you guys are not familiar with that PostgreScript script. I'm talking about PostgreScript. It looks like people are not familiar with that. Let me check PostgreScript. On the PowerPoint is there, right? I think I made mention of that on the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I think is
I'm wondering why people are not familiar.
Are you talking about the DB diag to verify that all components of the DBA registry are valid? Is that the one?
Let me send it to you guys now.
Gata, this one you were talking about, this one.
Which one, please?
This one.
UTLS. Yeah. Okay. No, the other one. The next one.
The next one.
Where is that? Okay. This is UTLU 12.1. Let me see that. Let me compare that. No, that is not. That one looks like the 12C one, right?
This one, the 12C. That's I said, the 12C just level.
Let me send you. You guys did not run this script and post it on the chat. 11.2s.sql.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
That's a SQL. I think we got this one too.
Yeah, that's a
pre-upgrade.
No, the pre instead of S is I.
I, yeah.
I.
Oh, okay.
The pre is I. The post is S. You guys did not run.
No.
You should be running that, right? It's on my PowerPoint. That is the post upgrade script on 11G. Okay.
And so another thing.
Yes, sir.
One of my group member after his upgrade, so he went to his new environment, like to the 11.3. And he did the verification, everything was okay, but he went back to his old environment and like to see if the database was still present, and he connected, the database was present in the older version.
Okay.
I don't know how that was possible.
Is your group member facing this? Is that database still available now?
No, we deleted it.
Okay, so there's no evidence, right? So I can't.
Okay, but so wait, when it was running.
Yes, why am I saying that? Because what? Whenever you guys are using manual method, for instance, you shut down the previous one and you upgrade it. Okay, so it means that once it is upgraded, now it belongs to the new version. If you go back there and you try to start it up, normally it should give you an error that a higher version, something like that, because those packages have already been upgraded. Okay, so that is what, as per my knowledge, when it comes to manual, you guys can try. I think you even have control file issues.
So he did the GBUA.
Okay, now he did GBUA and he called GBUA. So what happened is you said that he upgraded using GBUA, and once he connects to the new software, right? That means he set the new batch profile, he's able to connect to the database, and the version has been upgraded, correct?
Yes.
And once he goes back to the previous software, it can still connect to the database, connect to SQL, and start at the database in read-write mode, right?
Yes, sir.
And once you check the version, what is the version there?
It was the older version on the old environment.
No, it doesn't make sense, right? So,
if he had that problem doing the manual method, then I would say he skipped a step, because the same thing happened to me, but I didn't do it using GBUA. I did the manual one, but when I was exporting the Oracle home, I forgot to do the same with the path. So the database existed in both the old and the new Oracle software location. And when I set the batch profile for 0.3, it reads the old version.
So
yes, but I made a mistake. I skipped some steps.
I can defend better when it comes to the manual. GBUA, okay. Better, I always like to identify database so that together we can, we can see what we are talking about, understand. So unfortunately, this scenario, I'm not sure it's possible. Even if it's possible, there's something that the user changed. I don't know. The user updated the batch for the Koha tab.
Okay, so the script that he was watching but one video, so the script he followed, he didn't edit the bash profile before coding the GBUA.
Oh.
Yes.
So that means you call GBUA using
the old bash profile.
Okay. Okay. What is the impact? But he performed the export, right? Export, right?
Yes.
No, that one is fine. Okay. If he exported the Oracle home, it's fine. Because that's another way of setting the environment. Okay. If he exported the new Oracle home, he exported even the OR SIG, he exported the path. It's also another way of setting the environment to the new software version. But later on, he has to create a batch profile for the new software version. Okay. Okay.
So, Mr.
Gata, I'm sorry. Question. You said pre-check the command is supposed to be the S or the I?
Pre-check is I, right? Post-check is S, right?
Okay. That command you guys talk about?
Yes. Pre-check is I. You guys have the pre-check, right? It's UTLU 11.2i.SQL, right?
Exactly.
Yes, but the post one, right? It is S. Instead of I, you will replace S.
I want to confirm.
Yes. Normally, after the upgrade, right after the upgrade, I think it has been some time, maybe a couple of months since I did this one. But after the upgrade, I think this will tell you what you should run next, right? The upgrade script, right? After the upgrade, it will tell you what you should do as post-upgrade step.
I'm not so just to give you, if you got some error, why you will want the command here.
I don't know. Maybe wait till the end of this manual upgrade. Okay. I think right at the end, it will tell you what to run. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think it's something like that.
Yesterday, the night, it only asked just if we got error.
Okay.
Oh no, I believe it does actually, Fali. And also when we pull, if we check the log, it's probably going to be in there also.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to check what.
Yeah, but I also after finish upgrading using DBUA, I was able to go to my the previous version and log on to that database, but it was showing the upgraded version.
Okay. It was showing the version was the upgraded version, right?
Yes.
Okay. And yes, because that's what I'm expecting, definitely.
Okay.
What's that one, please? Yes, so that can you share your screen so you can see that?
Devin,
Yes, because I'm not sure two versions, different versions can be run at the same time. DBUA doesn't allow that.
So I have a question because I'm facing the same thing. So
Yes,
I'm
go
able
ahead.
to access the previous version, not well the database in the previous version as well, but it indicates that it's the new updated version. So does that mean by setting the 11.1 bash profile, I'll still be able to access that database?
That database, what's happening is, okay, that database, right? If you check your Aura tab, the database is now reading from another. Okay, this is the screen, right?
Yes.
Is it done already?
Yes.
Click on OK. Let's verify. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
Okay, just go to the database.
Is it done? Hey, let me see.
Yes.
No.
It's done.
Okay, that's the result, right?
Yes.
Right. Click on close. Okay. Yes, let's verify what we all are talking about. Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, you can connect to both bash profiles and still access the same database, but it's upgraded.
All right, my VNC is frozen. So let me.
Yeah, I want to show you guys something. I want us to verify something. Okay, exit that one. Cut Aura tab, please. Cut slash etc slash Aura tab.
Okay.
I think in Oratab the DBA go update Oratab automatically.
Right, that is correct.
Cut it.
Cut slash etc slash Aura tab. Just cut.
Okay, cut it.
Cut, yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is the database?
It's
the database we just upgraded.
the last one.
The last
okay.
one.
So GBUA automatically updates it to the new home. Okay. So let's try whatever you guys are talking about. What are you guys saying?
So if I go, so this is in the batch profile that I give it 11_G. That's the name. So the U01, right, which is defaulted to the batch, the regular batch profile.
It's dot space dot.
Dot.
You are not in a local location, right? So you just need to.
And also with the DBUA,
Okay.
you
Let's
have
pay
to.
attention. Let's pay attention to this. He's using the G4 batch profile, correct?
Yes.
But once he set .aura_env, you guys see the Ohako home?
Yes.
It's pointing to what?
To the upgraded version.
The upgraded version. That means this database will be reading from the upgraded version. This database will be using the binaries of 11.203. Connect now.
So in other words, it doesn't really matter for this database. It doesn't matter which
bash profile.
Yeah, bash profile if it's 11.1 or 11.3.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you see here 11.203, but you log in, you are connected to 11.203, right?
Yeah.
From SQL Plus. Okay, so this one, it really doesn't matter. That is the same database. I just wanted to show you guys that the Ohako home is now the Ohako of the upgraded of the target software. Okay.
All right.
Does it make sense, Mr. Koji?
A lot.
Koji, give me an alter statement. Let me try it and see. Alter what?
Alter what?
Anything. Let's see what if it's gonna give the same.
Okay, just alter system switch log file. Alter system. Switch log file. Oh, it went.
Yeah.
Normally it should. Okay. That's what I said. Check invalid object. You can run a script that you have a script to check invalid object, right?
Yes, I think.
You can even run
Yes.
Check. You have to check invalid object or run the PostgreSQL script I just provided in order to validate all this stuff.
Okay.
That is what I think, because what happened is whatever you guys see system alter, when people are building packages, in those packages, they define input parameters, output parameters, or input and output parameters. So input parameter just parameters you define. Those parameters will be used by the body of the package, and output parameter is what will be displayed to the user. So if you are not able to see a display system alter, one row updated, one row is deleted. If you don't see all those, that means those packages probably they became invalid and they are not displaying their output parameters. So that should be my first suspicion. Maybe you missed something while doing the pre-upgrade steps, or you missed something while doing the post-upgrade steps, or somewhere the upgrade failed, you did not notice. So that could be better.
But Mr. Gaita, is it an issue?
Yes, it's an issue because you may need to identify those packages, okay, and make them become valid, right?
Yes.
You check again the validity and you make them valid. They have to display something.
Because the same database I upgraded to 12C, it happens the problem was solved.
Or on 12C was solved on 12C?
Yes.
Yeah, it means again, yeah, maybe before you upgrade to 12C now, you try to recompile the object again, right?
Yes.
Now maybe now you made it, it became valid before you even upgraded. So what I'm saying is just something went wrong somewhere, right?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the post upgrade that I ran.
Yeah. Okay, so all the packages are on 11.03, right?
Yes.
Okay. So right.
You have to copy your B file and your TNS names.
Yes, if you want now. Yes, it's a good practice to copy the listener and the TNS. Okay. Now the listener will be running on the higher version, and everything will be on the highest version, on the new version, on the new software.
Yeah, I already created a listener for this version.
Yeah, it's a good practice. Even if you haven't created a listener, you can just copy the listener order, move it to 11.03. Okay, so that's another something you can also perform. So as you guys see, it's impossible for you to have the same database running on different version after after upgrading it. It's impossible. Yeah. So DBUA doesn't allow that. Other method can. Okay, like data pump. Okay, Golden Gate. Okay, data guard. No, not data guard even. Transport database. Other method that can upgrade databases across servers. Those methods can we can perform we can have two databases running on different versions. That will make it easier for the user to come back in case they're not having if they're not having a good experience in the new version. Okay, so the manual script is done.
The script is done, so.
Okay, let's see that. Okay, let's see the final result, because somewhere it should tell you script to run. Okay, let me see something. I see the bug one. This is how a bug is identified. Bug 133 whatever. Exit current SQL Plus session and end the cat upgrade. Okay. Okay. The database is open. I think it should be shut down. It should be down.
It should be down. That's
Okay.
That's the command you was talking about. You go give us to run.
No. This is what you run, right? This is what you run, right? Cat upgrade.
That's one run. Yes.
Okay. Scroll up a little bit, please. I want to see if it gave you a recommendation after the upgrade. Scroll up a little bit. Scroll up a little bit. No. Scroll down. I think this one. Scroll down. Let's go down. The documentation. Okay, let's read this one. The above script. Okay, let's see this one. Okay. The only thing it's asking you to do is what? The only thing it's asking you is maybe to change the time zone, right?
Yeah.
Using the GBMS GST package. That's the only.
There's one more about that.
Where, please? And maybe I'm not
On
seeing.
the UTLRP.
Yes, invalid object.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes, that's another recommendation. So normally after the upgrade, it gives you what you should do next. So you want that use your RP and also change the time zone. What else? Okay, yeah. I think yes, you can proceed. So
Hold on. Let's see if you probably made a mistake. No.
Make a mistake.
That's correct. Yes. Mm-hmm.
he made a mistake. Syntax.
SQL plus slash.
Plus slash. Thank you, guys.
He put as before slash. Okay. Typo. Yeah. All right. What do you think can be another good practice after a database upgraded?
Okay, backup.
Backup, good.
Backup.
A full backup, very good, yeah. Why?
Because the old one is invalid.
All right, correct. The old backup becomes invalid. Correct. So in case something goes wrong with the database, you need a backup, correct? Because you can't recover the database without the backup. Whenever you guys want to recover, the backup should be used first for the restore. The archive log are applied for the recovery.
Everything. Like pizza.
So,
Quarter's lunch.
Ali,
Yes, sir.
run the UTLRP.
Yes, Mr. Koji.
So what if
RP? Okay.
So what if you want to take like the development team, the application team, the application team tests the data, the upgrade and sees that is you probably did something wrong and you want to go back to the old version.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can walk us through on that.
It's a downgrade procedure. It's downgrade, right? They want you to downgrade, right?
Yes.
The document I just sent you, I think there's a downgrade option.
But Gata, you said last time if you change the compatibility, you cannot do
Yes,
that.
correct. But you not just change it right after the upgrade, right? You give them some time.
Yeah, you have to take 30 days to change that.
Yeah, by default it's 30 days, but if they test it faster, you don't need to wait till 30 days. Okay, so it depends.
Okay.
Mr. Koji, there's a downgrade script, okay? That you have to upgrade, right? There's another script to downgrade a database. Okay? So you can easily downgrade that script to before you to go back to the previous version, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you Google a little bit, just ask the the downgrade script is different from cat upgrade. Okay. So once you also take a backup so that in case if the downgrade operation fails, you will still stay at the highest version. Now in that scenario, you can use another method to downgrade. Okay, you can use a different method to downgrade now. So that means let's assume you use DBU where you upgraded, and they are performing their testings and okay, they try to fix stuff. They're not having a good experience in the new version, and now they want to you guys decide to perform a rollback. The rollback is already prepared even in advance. You guys should know that before you upgrade, you should have a rollback plan available. That is part of the planning phase of any project. If you want to go somewhere to the cloud, you want to go to a high version, or you want to migrate to a different server, you should prepare the rollback scenario so that if you have a bad experience where you are going, you can easily come back. You don't need to go and perform additional researches. A documentation should be ready, okay, before you even perform the upgrade. Okay, so now you will try to downgrade because, okay, for multiple reasons, right? You try to come back to the previous version. You take a good backup because you make sure you have backups. You get a downgrade first. You make sure you make this prerequisite, right? Invalid object, all those stuff you will perform before you upgrade. You also do the same thing. Now you want the cat downgrade script. There's another script different from the cat upgrade. It's also found on RGBMS admin. That script, you will run it and it will help you to downgrade the database. If the compatibility parameter is not changed yet, right, that you will not challenge. You can easily downgrade to the lower version. But in case the downgrade fails, if the downgrade fails, you can hold back. Okay, you can using the backup you took, right? You can come back to the high version and use a different method now to downgrade. Again, one of the easiest way of downgrading database is using Datapump. Okay, so environment we use Datapump a lot to downgrade database. Even if you already set the compatibility parameter, you cannot downgrade using GBUA or manual, but you can downgrade using Datapump, even if the compatibility parameter is set. That is one of the best benefit you have with Datapump. Even if you use GBUA or any other method to upgrade, and you change the compatibility parameter, you want to downgrade, Datapump can still help you. Even if you did not use Datapump initially to upgrade, Datapump can help you to downgrade. Okay, so yes, keep that in mind. Datapump can help in any scenario to come back. All right.
I got a question.
Yes, please.
But I don't know. I did this in the past. One I was you try to do manually. I make a mistake. It was a problem for the listener, but it's fair. When I go try to check the database on both sides, you cannot open the control file. It was messed up. But when I try to call Airman to the backup, you cannot call Airman because the control file is now up. And what can I say now? You can just fix that issue if you have.
You guys had control file issues on DB1, right?
A
Yeah,
lot.
we got control file issue a lot.
Okay.
in DB1.
How do you fix control file issues?
No, I want to ask you a question. If you will just go fix the control file issue to the source one or the target one, that's my question.
If it was already upgraded.
No, it was stop in the middle. It was stop in the middle.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was one was stop in the middle.
And you took a backup before?
I take the backup. Before.
Yes.
Okay. That backup actually contained Arman backup, right? Full backup, right?
I'm on full backup.
That backup actually contained the old version of the control file. And
Yes.
okay, so it means that you will create the control file. Okay.
Yes.
You guys know how to recover the control file from control file auto backup, right? Was it enabled auto backup on?
Yes. It was enabled to backup on.
Was it enabled?
Yes, sir.
You guys know how to recover a control file from the auto backup, right?
Yeah, it depends
Never tried.
the type of backup you took, but to identify it is a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys, he performed a full backup.
Yes.
And at the end of the full backup, the control file and the SP file will be backed up automatically, correct?
Automatically, exactly.
So you just need the database to be in normal stage. Were you able to put database in normal stage?
Yeah.
If you are able, right? Because if your SP file is fine, even if you don't have the SP file, it's messed up, you can still recreate the P file using the alert lock, right?
Alert lock, exactly.
At the instant startup, you always have a display of the P file from the alert lock.
Yes.
So you can still put it in normal state. You go to Arman, you recover the control file from the auto backup on the lower version, right?
Okay.
And when you recover from the auto backup, you will bring back the control file to the previous version. You can recover the database using the backup. That's how you go back. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, problem.
Mata, we have to run this command tool.
Oh, that's the post upgrade command Gaetan was talking about.
The data I was talking about.
Just just to validate, the version.
Yeah.
This one looks like 12. Are you sure it's 11?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
Oh, 112.
Yeah, I take this on a 12 screen. I'm so sorry.
Because it looks like 11. So okay, it looks like 12. Okay, yeah. But on 12C, we have a different post upgrade script, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the version looks fine. I think on 12C, you guys should have a different post upgrade script. Okay, yeah, this is that is correct. Correct. Okay. There were no invalid object, right? 0.
0.
All right. You're good to go. You start your listener back. You take a brand new backup. And you change the compatibility parameter. That's it. You want to update your tab, you can do that if you haven't done it yet. So
yep. Yes, sir.
Step.
Yes, sir.
Any question on this, guys?
Please, so if you have invalid objects, what do you do again?
You recompile, right? You run a script with your rp.sql, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you recompile them. They should be valid.
Okay.
Sometimes you are unable. Sometimes you can get into some issues whereby you are unable to recompile some type of invalid object. You will try to run that script, and you want to recompile all invalid objects. In that scenario, make sure you create a service request to Oracle support. I think I'll show you at least where to go. Yeah? You guys watch the video, I hope so, on how to create a service request. So you have the service request to Oracle before you do anything else. Never, if you see an invalid object, don't just leave it like that. It can have a very huge impact in your production later on. So don't keep any invalid object before or after the upgrade.
But I think, does the script tell you what to do? I think the script tells you what to do, like when you run it. If there's like an invalid object, it will tell you what to do.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? If we tell you there are invalid object, and you will try to run the next script, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a script your classmate just ran, UTL-RP. Can you show us that Mr. Fali, please? If you scroll up.
Yes, this one.
Where is that?
Is it the URL?
Let me see that.
Is it UTLP?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think you were there.
No, scroll, go down on the script, Fali. Scroll.
You guys, it's mandatory for you to know this script.
Keep scrolling down.
Yeah, so this one somewhere. This one?
You were right on it, I think.
Keep going. Let's see. Keep going.
That's the one, right? Stop.
Yeah,
Right
that
there.
one.
That's the one over there.
This one?
UTL, yes.
That's what I'll talk about here too, because this
Yes.
one all of us.
You should
Okay,
know
so
this
you
script.
run this before and after?
Yes, before the
Okay.
after the upgrade.
Okay.
Okay. You guys should know this script. Even if you wake up in the morning, someone asks you the script to recompile, you should know the script.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So that was it for manual and GBUA. Any questions for me? You guys tried the patch already?
No, we haven't.
Okay. Anyway, Friday, if you guys can upgrade, we can also upgrade to 12C directly, and also perform the patch. Okay.
Yes.
Friday, if you can complete it, that would be good, so that next week we can help others on Monday, and Wednesday, Friday, you guys can take those days to perform your data guard for those who wanted to do data guard. Okay, you guys can take it.
So, Gaetan, please, I just have a suggestion for like the classes that are coming after. Because like I think on the data guard questions, I think you should kind of rearrange them, because we noticed that some questions have to come before, before doing the broker.
Okay, like what?
Yeah.
Which question?
Let me see if
Let me check that as well. Yeah.
Switch over and fail over manual.
Yeah, so I think, and also I think you said that.
Let me mute, please. Sorry.
The protection mode, Anita.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead, please. Unmute yourself and talk. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, I'm just trying to open it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the first question is configuration. Second question is protection mode.
Yeah, so I think you said with the protection mode, I think you said that you don't have to actually go in and alter the, what is it, the log archive desk if you have the broker. So I don't know if you want to switch, move question 2 after the broker configuration, or just leave it there.
You can, okay.
So I think, yeah, so question 1 should be the configuration. I think the switch over should come
after the broker.
No, before the broker. The manual switch over and failover should come in question 2. So before the broker, and then you can configure the broker, and then you can do the switch availability stuff.
So you're suggesting the manual failover and switchover should be done before the broker?
Yes, before the broker. And the switch availability should be done after the broker.
So that means you guys are saying that we can perform manual failover only if the broker is not configured?
No, I think it should come after the broker. It's more easy if the broker is configured.
No, remember last time we had an issue, the broker was configured, and then we had the manual switch over and fail over was causing us problems.
But it wasn't because of the broker, Anita.
It wasn't because of the broker, because I know he said.
I think that's why he suggested.
Because of the broker.
That's why he
I think
suggested that we should do it before the broker.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I suggested you guys, okay, my suggestion was for you guys to run manual script before you configure the broker to see, right? If there's an issue. But you can also perform manual switchover and failover with the broker, as we did, right?
But would that be considered manual? That would not be considered.
It's also manual. Whatever we did was manual. Whenever we are talking about automatic, it means it doesn't need your action, any action from you. But there's failover automatic whenever we're doing it.
Okay, so in other words, question 4, perform manual switchover using the command line.
Yes.
So the command line, that will be the manual.
Yes.
What you're talking about, okay.
Even a broker, see, everything is manual. Okay. Even whether you are using the SQL Plus, or maybe you are using the broker, either ways are called a manual. Okay. But now, whenever we are talking about automatic, it means that it doesn't need any action from you. Automatically, it's triggered. Basically, there is no automatic switchover, but there's an automatic failover. Okay. Right. There's no automatic switchover, but there's automatic failover. So what I'm saying here that you are correct, I can maybe update is maybe I put manual switchover using the command line and also manual failover using the command line before configuring the broker. Now, after we configure the broker, we perform another manual switchover now using the broker and manual failover using the broker.
And also switch the mode.
No, you don't need that one. Switch for maximum performance availability. You can do that with or without the broker. It doesn't need to come after the broker.
No, I'm saying that because while I was doing my research, I noticed that, you know, when you're switching modes, you have to alter is it the log archive? There's 2. And then you said that we don't really have to do that if you have the broker configured.
If you have but if you don't have the broker, you may need to do that, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I think from that question, I never specify using the broker. On that question number 2, I never specify using the broker, right? The method was depending on you.
Okay.
So,
no, I'm just saying because like when we were doing it last time, you didn't really mention it at all, like having to change that parameter.
Okay. So let me see. Maybe let me see.
Hi, Gatam.
Yes, sir.
I have a problem. I've been trying to install my database now for 2 days, and it keeps showing me a problem that I'm unable to copy the file TMP ORATAP to ETC ORATAP.
TMP, temporary ORATAP?
Yes, to ETC ORATAP. It actually started, after I installed all the softwares, and I was trying to install the database, it initially told me that, indicated to me that there was no ORATAP to which it was supposed to copy some information. So I took the ORATAP from another server and put it in my server. Since I did that, now it is showing me another problem, unable to copy the file TMP ORATAP to ETC ORATAP. I've tried doing it on 11G, on 11.2.0.3, and on 12C, and I still can't install any database.
I think uninstall everything and try from scratch.
I uninstalled everything 2 days ago. After I'd installed all the 3 softwares, I uninstalled it and did everything from the beginning again. I still encountered the same problem. So from the initial research that I did, when I encountered the ORATAP issue, because it was telling me that there was no ORATAP, it was trying to tell me that the shell script was not, did not run, or the shell script did not run properly or something. So I said, okay, maybe the problem is coming from my end. So I uninstalled everything and started the process all over. And because I was trying to install it on 11G, it was not working. I tried to install it on 11.2.03, any database on any of the softwares, but it still did not work.
Okay.
So I went into the temporary ORATAP, and there was a script there. After doing my research, they told me to copy one of those, to copy a utility or something from the temporary ORATAP to etc/local/something. I forgot, but I did it and it still did not work. Bottom line, I don't know how to solve the problem anymore.
I don't know if one of your classmates has similar issues like that.
Maybe I can share my script and show you my screen and show you where exactly it gets.
Share your screen, please, so you can see that.
It only get better.
So this is the problem I face each time I'm trying to install the database on all 3 softwares, literally. The initial problem was the ORATAP. I could not find the ORATAP file, so I took it from one of the servers, from another person's server, and copied it into my own server. So, but when I did that now, when I try to run the database, when I try to create a database now, it indicates the problem. Initially, it was telling me I cannot find ORATAP file. So when I did copy it, it now starts showing me unable to copy the file TMP ORATAP to etc ORATAP.
Okay. I'll try to cancel this thing.
Should I stop it?
Yes, please.
So when I put OK, it shows me you are currently logged on, and because I've tried doing it really multiple times, and
Abort it.
Okay. The initial problem, actually, I could override without using the ORATAP, and it would create the data files and probably create a database. But now, because it is a problem I've never encountered before, I was really struggling to make sure that the system is well set. So I guess I was missing something. So I'm really trying to solve it. So maybe the database is even existing logically, though I've deleted everything. But I still, I tried dropping the database in case it existed logically. It does not even indicate that any database is existing.
Just cancel, yes. But the software was fine. The software installation is okay, right?
Yes, the software installation is okay on all 3.
Oh, I thought you were having challenges on the software installation.
No, it wasn't the software. The software installation was not a problem. The problem right now is at the level of database creation.
Okay. Yes, please cancel this. Let's see something.
So let me ask a quick question. I don't know.
Yes, Mr. Koji.
Did you check granted permission on read guide to ORATAP?
Yes, I granted permissions on read write, just like the script indicates, to ORATAP and all the other folders, but it just the problem is not at the level of ORATAP. The problem is at the level of the etc ORATAP.
Oh, okay.
You know, because in as much.
Yes, I see. Okay, new type of error. So let's list the ORATAP LSI-LRT.
I should list ORATAP.
LS minus LRT.
LS
minus LRT.
Oh, okay.
LRT space.
Oh, okay.
No. Space /etc/ORATAP. actually owns your Aura tab.
Okay. That was
Oracle
what-
should be the owner of that Aura tab.
Exactly.
So connect to root and change the ownership of this file. Let's see if that will help.
Yes.
No. Shown.
Change owner.
Continue.
Oracle and
No.
install.
Shown minus R. Capital R. Oracle. Space Oracle. And then semicolon, or is it colon? Yeah, colon or install. Space / Aura tab.
/ Aura tab. Yeah, good. Okay, exit. Okay, ls again, ls to validate. Hyphen.
-LR /etc/ Aura tab.
Call DBC again. Let's see.
So, Mr. Gata.
Yes, sir.
So why he's doing that? I don't
Wait,
know.
Devon, go next. Wait, go back a little bit,
Didn't
please.
finish. Go back.
Go back.
Why
Go
do
back
I-
on the control file. Yeah, you have to click on the control file.
He can multiplex that letter now.
To do
I have no
what?
problem.
Just
I have no problem
copy
with
the
one of my
Aura tab
control.
/pro.
Yeah, I
and
have no
then-
problem with one of my control files being in FRA.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'll just do it like that. I want it to be in different locations.
Okay.
You are currently logged on. Actually, there was a background process started. Okay, I bought it. I will show you that. It started somewhere and it got stuck. Cancel it. Let's cancel. Yeah. Okay. Yes, get Pimon. Now the error is different, right? Initially, we are not having that overtap, it is whatever. So now there's something missing, right?
PS -EF. Grep Pimon. -EF. No, it's bar. Yeah.
Anita, you finally found the name of that sign.
You
I
see?
know, right? Thanks,
So-
thanks to you.
So the process has already started. So you have to kill this one before you try again. That's why I say you are currently locked on. And you call DBC, it should work. Okay. Yes, someone had a question. It wasn't Mr. Koji or what?
Yes, I wanted to ask a question about the data guard upgrade.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I don't know at what point, like because I'm still a little bit confused. Like if we are doing the manual process, are we gonna do the same? Are we gonna run the same script on our standby?
No. If it's manual, you have to do everything from the primary.
Okay, from the primary.
Yes.
And the standby, we just leave it alone.
The standby we pick up, right? We have the audio transport and apply services enabled, right?
No, I'm talking about the pre-upgrade script.
Oh, the pre-upgrade?
Yes.
Oh, yes, you run it on the standby as well. Right, yes, you always start everything with the standby. You go to the primary. It's only the upgrade script you'll be running from the primary only.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Yes, you have to do the pre-upgrade script on the standby as well. Yeah.
And even the post-upgrade?
Post-upgrade, yes, you can also, definitely you can check if you can run it there, right? You're good. Just do it. Okay? If you can run it there, let's do it. So it's also good for you to try to upgrade data guard environment from 11.03 to 12. That's very good. You will learn a lot from that.
Okay. I think it's working now. Thanks.
Okay, so next time, pay attention to the permission you have on ORATAP.
It's actually because to copy the ORATAP file from the other server, I had to do it like root. So actually, I forgot to change the permission again.
Yeah.
So
Even yourself, there's no need to copy from someone else. You can just create a new file called ORATAP as Oracle user. Okay?
Okay.
So it's just a regular file, but just make sure you just create a new file ORATAP under etc. You work as well.
Because the error it was giving, it was clearly talking about permission.
Yes, it was permission. It was root user, and Oracle doesn't have permission to use root files. Okay, so you could not pick up. All right. Anything, guys?
Gaetan, please. I think one of my classmates had this. It's not a similar issue, but whenever she tries to open the to call the DBCA, she gets an error like cannot create directory /u01 app oracle cfg2log/dbca. So it's gonna open, but whenever she reaches at the stage where she needs to create the database, this error is gonna pop out.
Okay, she deleted that directory maybe when she was trying to clear the space. So make sure you create the directory manually.
We created back the directory. I think I did that. I created back the directory, but it's still not working. I think she's wait.
If it's still not working, I suggest you guys to reinstall the software. Okay.
Reinstall the software.
Yes.
Like she needs to delete it.
Uninstall it and reinstall it, because I'm suspecting that maybe was not. If the software is right, is properly installed, you should not have that type of issue. The cfg.log.
Okay.
So because that cfg.log, okay, that's a directory. It's under Oracle base. Okay, it's under your base directory. So whenever you guys go to Oracle base, you will see multiple directories there. I think we have CFG, whatever .log, we have RGBMS, all those files, all those directories. Where if you guys check those directories, under the directory, that's where GBUA will keep the record, GBCA keeps the record, Netcar, all those tools, that is where they store their logs. So that directory has to be rightly created. I think the root.sh script is the script to create it. So either maybe she ran the root.sh, she did not run it properly, or something went wrong somewhere, or maybe she deleted it mistakenly, okay? And you need now another type of, maybe there's a dedicated type of permission that directory should have. Let me see.
Yeah, because I think I created the directory manually and I granted I did the CH mode 766.
Okay, so that means that directory was not even existing, right?
Yeah.
What went wrong? That means she deleted it while she was storing the space. You never delete those stuff.
The servers were clear, so there wasn't an issue with space.
No, yes, I'm talking about because I don't know why when you install a software, you should have that directory available on the Oracle base, right? Normally, it should be there. If you ever call GBC or any other tool, it should be there.
Okay, so what you advise her to do is to uninstall it and install the software again.
Yeah, avoid having headache, right? So
okay, all right.
It.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, guys?
Nope.
Actually, yes.
Go ahead.
So I noticed that Devon used DBCA through VNC. DBUA.
Okay.
So can you do it through PuTTY?
If you have, external tool, right? Configure, right? You can use the silent mode on PuTTY.
Okay, yeah, that's what I used. So because I did not enable the Xmain, but then it's still I did silent and it went through. Okay.
Yes, the silent mode can work. Even GBCA, you guys know there's a silent mode on GBCA, right? Even to create database, you guys know there's a silent mode, right? GBCA.
No, we didn't know.
Sure.
We didn't know. We knew that. We know that we can use Xmean, but we
no. There's a silent mode as well for any tool that displays graphical user interface. There's a silent mode for that. Even to install the software, there's a silent mode.
Interesting.
So I also heard we can also clone database using DBCA.
On 12C, I can do that. Yes. I never found 11G, but yes, you can clone databases with GBCA on 12C. I think so. Well, I never tried that one. Clone pluggable or clone the database and an entire database.
And no, an entire database.
You have 12C, right? Check. Call GBC and see, right? If you have the option to clone. That's simple. But what happened is what? The type of clone the person can be talking about is maybe using a template.
Yes, template.
All right. Yes, that is, yes. So what is a template is because sometimes you want some databases to have the same structure and maybe, same structure basically. And we generate templates and those templates are stored in assistant directory. We have a location, Oracle Home, assistant, and GBCA. If you go there, you will find the list of templates. So you can use those templates and from GBCA, you can create a database using those templates. I will do that live in front of you guys when we're doing RAC, when I will try to convert a non-RAC database into a RAC database. I will show you how to use template to do that, for those who don't know. Okay? Yes, possibly with template.
Okay, so the template, when I use the silent mode for the DBUA, I didn't have to click on anything. I didn't have to, configure all those things like that he was clicking while he was in VNC. So in that case, it's using the template.
The default template that Oracle provides, correct?
Okay.
So if you go to that part, Oracle Home Assistant, you will see, let me see. Let me show you the exact part. Let me see that. It's Oracle_Home Assistant. After Assistant, you have. Okay, if you go under Oracle Home Assistant, everyone, you can see the Oracle Home Assistant. You will see different directories there. We have the bin, we have GBCA, we have GBUA, we have.
We don't see your screen.
No. You cannot see my screen. Okay. You want to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Since the location is easier for you to identify, so this is what I'm talking about. When you go to Oracle Home, okay, any Oracle Home assistant, you will see GBCA, GBUA, Enterprise Manager Configurations Assistant, Netcar. So if whenever you guys are calling GBCA, okay, Oracle uses, that's why if you guys pay attention, whenever you create a database, Oracle will tell you Oracle is cloning or Oracle is doing something. Sorry. Because Oracle actually uses the default template that exists under GBCA. And that template is here. The new database template Oracle uses. Even for, that's exemplary template, isn't for pluggables, this is where the seed is. Is it for data warehouses? This is the one you guys use when you are creating a database. Okay. The person who is launching GBCA now is still running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you share your screen so that I can show you? Just share your screen before I share mine again. Share your screen, please, so that I can see it's running, right? I will show you what the message somewhere above GBCA. There's a message there.
Wait, who was that? Is it
I think it's Desmond.
Yeah, Desmond.
Yes, he was sharing the screen earlier to fix GBCA issue, broad database creation. Still here, you can share the screen. I know it's probably running, so I can show you what I'm talking about. Are you still here?
Yes, I'm here, but I stopped sharing.
You can share again if it's still running, right? Please, so that I just want to show your classmates something.
Oh, okay.
Why Oracle is using template.
It has actually finished running again, but I can share my screen if you want to do something.
Oh, yeah, it's done. It's done already.
Yes, installation is complete.
Because when you guys, okay, it's okay. When you use general purpose, once you launch the GBCA, Oracle display a message. Oracle is like cloning something. Okay. Oracle uses this template to create a databases. Okay, Oracle uses a template, so that is okay. Okay, just go to next. Okay, let's go to next then. You guys are able to see his screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, go to next. Just put the password. I just want to show he will cancel it.
Just post this or anything.
Yes, put any password. I just want to show you. You already entered the database name?
Yes.
Okay, anyway, no worries. Put just any location or data, whatever. Just a test database.
Just go ahead.
Actually, I want you guys to, I want you to go back because you will come back here. Okay, you will not need to enter this one again. Just go back. Go back, please. Okay, stop here, please. This is the one I'm talking about. Okay, go next. You guys see general purpose transaction processing?
Yes.
Here, there's already a template. These are the template provided by Oracle. If you created your own template, you will see that listed here. Okay, so you have a database, you want to save it as a template. You guys also see that at the end of GBC. At the end, it will ask you if you want to save the template.
Yes.
Because at the end, right before you click on OK to launch. So
yes,
these are the default template provided by Oracle. So if you want to use a general purpose, Oracle already has a structure behind. That's why the Redulog size, the Redulog file already have a size, a default size. If you want to multiplex, it's up to you because the template already provide those default size. The default location is what the template already provide. Okay. The data file location, everything you guys have as default, right? That is what the template I show you has actually, okay? And it comes from that template. So you also have template for data warehouses. Data warehouse is basically that location where we keep for analysis purpose and decision support system. The other one in the middle, that is what, if you want to, you can customize database the way you want. And some companies uses the one in the middle because they don't want some Oracle component. Try to go to the one in the middle. I want to show you guys some custom. Yes, go to next, please. Okay, type in a database name, test. Okay, go to next. With this one now, okay, yes, yes, uncheck it and move to next. Okay. Yes, put the password. I want you to show you guys the difference between whatever you can customize and whatever you cannot customize. Okay, next. Okay, next. Let's go to next year. Okay, you see here now? For the default template, you guys, it's mandatory for you to have all the Oracle component. But some environment don't need. I'm taking an example for me. On our project to upgrade, we are migrating our Oracle databases and SQL Server database as well to the cloud. But there are some components we don't need. We disable OLAP because we don't need data warehouse component. We disable Enterprise Manager repository because on Azure, we don't use Enterprise Manager there. So you see here that you have the capability to customize the database creation. But with the default template or general purpose, you don't. You will use all the components. It's mandatory.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
So here you see that you have the option to uncheck. You can click on, you can uncheck Oracle text. You can uncheck
OLAP, Oracle OLAP.
It won't be created. Other components are mandatory, but it won't be created. You can even go to you can even change the person. Instead of 6 table space, you can change where you want it to be stored. So you see here, you can customize the database. Okay. Script, please click on the other tab, custom script. Custom script.
Okay.
Next.
No, the custom script up there,
up
next
there.
to database component.
No, the custom.
Yeah.
You can even run, maybe you have a script that you want to run. You want GBCA to run while the database is getting created. You can also do that with the custom script. Let's assume maybe you are trying to deploy an application schema directly while the database is created. You can do that with the custom script. You just put the script, you just add the script here. So if you go to run, click on it. You click on add, for instance. It will bring you to a particular directory, wherever that script is stored. You will just pick up the script from there and run. Okay, so you just put the path of the folder where you know the script is located. We just pick the script and the GBCA will create the database and we run that script in part as well after database creation for you. You don't need to do that separately. So you see here that this is the custom. So you have the capability to update some things, right? To decide what Oracle component you want and to even add additional script during the DBCA configuration. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
Okay, now let's go back. I just wanted to show you that this is what most environments create. I'm almost don't use all the components because some of them are useless. Some of them I don't even know them. Okay, so let's go back to where we were before.
Sir, a quick question, sir.
Yes.
These databases we are creating, I noticed we don't have the HR table.
Go back, please. Which one? This one?
Like recently all the database directory on the 3 software we installed, I noticed I didn't see the HR table.
No, you should have the HR schema if you click on custom sample schema, right? You should have
schema, yes.
Sample schema you provide HR, right? Maybe you forgot to click on sample schema.
No, I'm talking about the database we have been creating. Yes, I was unable to select all from HR.employee.
HR.employees table?
Yes.
On the first version?
On the 11.1 and 11.3.
Oh, I don't know. It should be there, right? If you click on sample schema.
Maybe you didn't click on sample
No,
schema.
click on sample schema. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You didn't, because I just check. I have it.
Yeah, it should be there.
If you click in a sample
schema.
All
right, so go back, please, because for the purpose of I wanted to, because based on the question Mr. Koji asked, which is a very, very good question. That is what environment do. Difficult for an environment for you to be creating databases separated like you have been doing so far.
So question, Mr. Dayton. So can you do those customization manually?
Yes. Yes. And as well as I said, right, because they are already they can create some template. Like, remember, you guys created database manually, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So the same thing can be done, and they keep those manual scripts as template, and you can just use manual script to create other databases.
Like the one Emeron said.
That's what I was doing in Texas.
Okay. So can you keep it in? Well, you have to keep it on your database. Okay, never mind.
Yes, you can even keep it. Yes, for security reasons, maybe you may not keep those stuff external out of the server, but you can keep it in the server. Okay, in a particular location where you have. Okay. Anyway, you will document it and you will update the company regarding where it is stored. But I never use DBCA in the environment to create a database. Never. So because either we are using silent mode to do anything, or we have template existing to create databases. So yes, since most of you create a database manually on GB1, so you understand what I'm saying by using script to create multiple databases.
Yep.
You can be doing it in an environment. Okay, please go back, sir. I hope it makes some sense.
Yes, it did.
All right, so go back. Right, so I was just explaining custom. So let's go back to general purpose. Okay, yes, just go next. I want to show you guys what I was talking about. Type anything, test, whatever. Yes, just go next. You cancel it. Any password you want. Yeah. Yes. No. Just go back. Just put slash ORADATA, okay? Yes, you guys know data file from template. Maybe you don't master the location of the template, so you may need to. Mr. Koji, you forgot to click on sample schema, okay? That's why you got that.
That's what ever since I've been trying to figure out what has been happening.
Yes, you forgot. Okay, you can click on next.
Koji.
Okay.
For the container databases, I don't think there's sample schema.
No, there's no sample schema for container. So,
just for non-container.
Correct. Okay, yeah, put a smaller, yes, even 400 or 500, up to you. 500 makes sense. Yes, just go to next. No, yeah, let's go to next. Okay, go next. Okay, stop here. If you notice, through all these steps, we never had the option to change Oracle component, which component we want, which component we don't want, correct?
Yes.
Right. And we see here save as template, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That box, if she checks that box, The next time he will call GBCA, he will see this structure as one of the templates. So it means he can create other databases using this template now, moving forward. So if he wants, for instance, right, let's assume I have a database, 1 GB size. I already customize, control, I multiply everything, and I save it as a template. If I want to use that template to connect another database, the other database will also have the same size, the same number of control files, the same location, because it's already customized. So I don't have to do the job twice. That's what we call template. It's just like a strong metadata you can use to recreate multiple databases. That's the easiest way of creating multiple databases in the environment. So this is what I was talking about to create template. So just be curious, okay, guys, try to create template and call GBCA, you will see that there. Yeah. So click on finish.
Do I check this or not?
You can check. Yes, you can check, definitely. Okay. Click on finish. It just give you the summary of Oracle component. It's not even asking you whether you need JVM, text, whatever component. It just give it to you. Okay. You don't need all those stuff, but you just give you this component because that's the default template. So now let's click on OK. I want to show you something. Okay, the template is created first. The template is already created. Click on OK. Okay, you guys see here creating clone database creation. Clone database creation in progress. You guys see that? No, clone database creation in progress.
Yeah.
It means it is cloning a template to create a database. So it is using that default template, right? I showed you to create that. That's why you guys are, because I remember someone asked me this question either in the morning or evening class. Why is it showing as clone? Because Oracle provides a default template, and that is the one you guys use to create any database in using GBCA. That's what you guys, this is the word I wanted to show you. Clone database template. Okay? So you can stop it or you can leave it.
I'll use it.
Okay. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. So, okay, stop sharing your screen and okay. So yes, that is all what I wanted to show you. Oh, which one are you seeing? Oh, maybe you're seeing the wrong environment. Okay. So this is the one, this is the template you are using for what you are, the data running, that's the one. Okay. Whenever you are creating container unpluggable, this is the one. This pluggable, this is the seed template. Seed for data files, example, template, all those stuff. This is where it's located. And as well for GBUA, those who are using silent, see the location. The location is Oracle Home, Assistant, GBCA, and template. This is for GBCA. If I want only for, okay. If I want only for others, like GBUA, right? Someone ran GBUA in silent mode. She did not, no step required. She just had to type silent and it was good. GBUA, where is glib or? Do I have template? Let me see that. Okay. We use some of those templates from this location. And let me see. I think we use both of these. Both this thing in order for you to perform your upgrade using GBUA. But for those who use GBUA, I think DBUA silent. This is the command the lady run, right? You see here?
So I don't understand.
Yes. Hold on.
The lady who run DBU on silent mode, she ran this command, right?
Yeah, let me double check, please.
You put DBUA silent, SID, you put the database name here.
Let's see. Yeah, DBU is silent. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you guys can run this tool straight from Poly. You don't need to call Graphical. This is once you run. So once you call this one silent, it will use all these files located under the template location of DBUA to create it. It will not ask you for any information, just upgrade it for you. Okay, so that is what it means template. So templates are used to install software. Templates are used to create databases. Templates are used to clone databases. Templates are used to upgrade databases. Some environments don't have graphical user interfaces. Like you can call a graphical user interface GBUA. No, some of them do not. So you may need to know how to run it on the silent mode. Any tool has a silent option. Okay. All right, so that is what I wanted to highlight.
So in other words, there's no need for the XMIN then.
No, there's no need if you know how to do the silent, right? There's no need.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not mandatory. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any tool you guys know, just put help. It can give you the silent option. All right. So, anything else for me?
Hey, Dan, please, can you scroll a little bit up? I saw something. I just want up again. Up again. No, up again. Okay. No, down. Yeah. You said the dbca.rsp
Response file.
Yeah.
This is the response file. It definitely is also something you can also use to edit databases using response file. Also help for automation. Also important.
Okay. So okay. Okay. Thank you.
You guys will also face the response file while maybe while doing, you guys may not perform the rack patching here. While doing the rack patching, you guys may create the response file using the OPatch utility.
I mean, what is it used for? Because I think I somehow tried using it yesterday. This dbca.rsp. Anyway. Okay.
Yes, you can learn how to. You should know, right, the benefit of the response file. Learn how useful it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, it's what DBCA can also use. For those who want to customize the silent mode, you can do that as well. Instead of just running this command, you use the default template. You can customize it. Okay. You see here that you can choose your Oracle home now. Right? You can change the Oracle home from the GBUA. You can change the Oracle base. You can change the diagnostic destination. So you can decide to put now on, wherever you want it to go. You can change the GB, the system, the sysdb, the sys user credential. Okay, the name, the username, and the password. So you can customize the silent mode using this option. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that means you will just need to issue, for instance, DBUA hyphen silent. Okay. You put hyphen SID equal prod hyphen Oracle base equal this, or you put Oracle base hyphen, if you want to, right? Hyphen common file location equal slash Oradata space hyphen what again? Which one do you know? 6DB user, 6DB username. You put it, so you can customize. With the silent mode as well. So this one, when you do this, Oracle will just pick up whatever is default and just give it to you. Does it make sense what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So before cache full.
Oh, it's full already? Okay, I know, right? So yes, that was it. You guys noticed that that is how classes are. In the morning, depending on question, I can go into some other concept. Maybe I never explained this in the morning class. I think one of the classmates, I think it was Miss Anita, she told me last time that I explained something I explained in the evening in the morning class. Was it Miss Anita? I remember. Yeah, Anita or Natu, something like that. Miss Natu, something like that. A name, like, because I remember one person told me that I explained something on evening that I did not explain in the morning, and that's vice versa. Because I can jump into some concept based on the type of question you ask me. If you don't ask a question, I will not jump there. If Mr. Koji did not ask about template, we never came up to this level of DBUA in silent or even explaining how template works. So sometimes that's why I want you guys to talk. If you saw something somewhere, talk. If I don't know, I will tell you I don't know. But if I know, I will make sure that you guys understand that concept. Okay? So, all right. Thank you guys for today. Let's meet on Friday for the next session.
Okay, guys, and please don't end the meeting.
Okay. Okay. Let me give you time to make the host. Okay.
Please, Gaito, real quick before you leave. So
Yes.
when are the Saturday classes gonna start?
No. I think even 2 months from now, at least 2 months from now. So
We'll still be in projects.
now after me, right?
Okay.
No, I have classes on Saturday with me. Personally,
Okay.
me never. But after me, you guys will have what we call PostgreSQL. You have PostgreSQL. They will teach you Enterprise DB and Postgres. That's another RGBMS. And since in the market, the job market, people are asking that, that's why we added it in Brontech. So that Postgres can last 3 weeks to 1 month. Now, after that Postgres is everywhere. So the guy hosts the classes only on Saturdays for 4 hours, and it's 100% environment. So he just displays environment on anything. So you should be prepared. If you never configure data guard, if you never studied, you will never have a good question for him. So he will display his environment. He has data guard, he has Golden Gate, he has rack in his environment. A very, very busy environment. So that's an opportunity for you to know real life environment stuff. So it's only on Saturday. So starting from now, start planning, okay, on attending, because the session will never be recorded. We don't record environment sessions. So if you are not there, you miss. So since we have 2 months from now, you can start planning, right, on how to attend the session.
Okay, it's gonna be the morning or afternoon.
It's morning, 10 to 2 p.m. That's the time I know, even from the most recent class, the class 25, which is right before you. They will start from 10 to 2 p.m., 4 hours straight. There's a break, but it's 4 hours. He holds once a week. He doesn't have classes on during the week because he's working as well.
Please, guys, are we going to attend that online or?
Yes, it's most likely online because he most of the time he's on call on Saturdays, like me. So more likely it can be online, and he's not even here in Maryland. Okay, he doesn't live here in Maryland. He's in North Carolina, so it can be on.
Okay.
Does it make sense? It can be on site. So it's online 100%. So you can join wherever you are. Okay, it's not mandatory, right? But it's good for you. It's if you want your resume before that session, you can discuss with Mr. Brendan. Depending on the emergency you have, he will provide it to you. Okay, but it's always good to have that additional skill. Anything?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for the class of today.
All right. Thank you, guys, for attending. Let's meet on Friday, okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Is there an announcement, Ronaldo?
It is not an announcement. I just wanted to talk to the class. So, it is nothing new. It is just concerning what I've been talking since 1 week now about the SQL fundamental. I actually started talking on Monday, but unfortunately, Gaitang for some reason had to stop me. And I mean, I just want to tell you guys that I don't know why whenever we try doing something, it is always a particular group of people that respond to that. Whatever it is, the whole class is never going to put yourself like, we're never going to act class. It's always a particular group of people that is going to react. I spoke about the SQL fundamental plan we were trying to do. For some reason, I am not the one who came with the idea. I am not the one who discussed whatever. They had a discussion in the morning class. I mean, I believe they proposed the idea in the morning class. They brought it to me and I brought it to you guys. Nobody had any suggestion. Nobody was against it. Nobody said anything. I mean, I had some few questions, which I think I tried to answer. I gave you guys the deadline. The deadline was on Monday, and it's Wednesday now. As I told you guys on Monday, so far I've discussed only with I believe the Silver Spring and the Buffer Cash group, and we have 4 groups in this class. Is it that they are not okay with that? Is it that they don't feel comfortable doing that? I mean, I just want to hear from you guys. If there's anything wrong with that, let us just discuss it as a class, and I'll bring it to the morning class. If you guys don't feel like doing it, then that's fine. It is not something that you guys are obliged to do. If you guys feel like it is they brought it to you guys too late, or they did not discuss, or whatever you guys think, just tell it to me. Because as for me, if you don't tell me anything, I cannot bring any news to them. I cannot report anything. I cannot update them, and they're expecting something from me, I believe, this evening or latest tomorrow morning. What am I gonna say? Is it that the evening class don't want to participate? Is it that they don't feel comfortable doing that? Because I mean, it is not the first time. The last time we had the barbecue, we had a discussion in a class, and I thought we agreed on communicating. I believe we agreed on, on responding like the morning class does. So is there any issue? Is there something wrong? Is there you guys should tell me, because I think this SQL fundamental thing is going to be benefit to every single person in this class, every single person, in particular those who haven't taken it yet. So I don't know why some people have a concern. I know most of you guys were reluctant because the amount, I don't know, some people felt like the amount was too much and all this stuff. I think I did an effort to explain it to you guys. That's how I got the information, and that's how I'm transferring the information to you guys. Even if you guys thought the amount was too much, You could have proposed me that no, instead of $20, we can give $10. I would have brought it to them, but nobody said anything. So my question is, what is your problems? Like, what do you guys, is there anything wrong? If yes, just tell it to me and I'll find a way to, it's either we arrange it in class or we bring it to the morning class too. And I am all ears open.
Okay. So for me, I just feel like this should not be compulsory. And you mentioned it's not compulsory. So I think the best way you guys could have gone about it, around it, is maybe collect all the contribution first, and then from the money you have, decide on what you're gonna do with it. Put a deadline on it, put a minimum amount, and then once you've collected whatever you want, then you can decide on how many people you're going to send and whatnot. Because right now, I don't, unless other people have something to say about it, but for me, I just feel like, we shouldn't be pushing people to do something.
Excuse me, Anita.
Okay.
Anita.
Yeah.
I was say that things, I think it was last month.
Yeah, I think I heard you say that. Yeah. I think that's the best way to go about it.
Because Renata, you need to know something. Maybe Jesus cannot bring everybody together. Some people go say, no, that's the freedom. Some people go say, yes, that's the freedom. You have to have to say, hey, the deadline is Monday or next Monday. The people, nobody's here. The people go bring money. People say no. And you put money together. After you put money together, that's why you go decide, because you got money together. You cannot just decide before you got money. No, that's not happen. Give it the deadline. People bring money. If you people not bring money, say, we got this thing, this money, this amount of group. That's why we go do. That's it.
Hello, excuse me. Yeah, Anita, I heard your point. Fale, I heard your point. Renata, I heard your point. I think what Renata is trying to do, which to me is right, is she's trying to plead to our consciences. I understand that it's not compulsory, but like it or not, everybody is going to benefit from it. Because people trying to act like it's not compulsory, I don't want to give the money, and they know that one way or the other, probably the others will get the dump file and they will use it. It's not being fair. I understand that the approach was wrong in terms of deciding already how they're going to use the money without knowing how much will be contributed. That I agree with you, Fali, and you said it on Monday was wrong. Normally what was supposed to be done was they were supposed to get the whole everything and then decide on how they want to use it. But I join my voice to that of Renata in saying that, please, it's important that when things like this come up, let everyone give. We know that they are going to put a deadline on it. We know that it's not compulsory, but we all know that we'll benefit from it. Let's be true to our consciences. And when something like this come up, people should be able to react to it so that we move forward. Other than she going to say that some people said that it's not compulsory, so they won't pay and things like that. And we know that it's 90% that we can't go out of this tunnel without having that SQL statement, that SQL fundamental, and we are going to get it from our classmates. So let's just, as a class, let's try to see how we can adjust to it and give our own little contributions to make this happen. It's bad that the way in which the money will be used was not discussed. I mean, the plan how to use the money before getting the money was a wrong approach, but it has already been done. Right now, let's just focus, like she's saying, on trying to get this money so it's done. But at the end, if some people don't do it, I mean, there's nothing we can do. Just give you a deadline and go ahead. But people should please try to react to it. It's important. That's my view.
Thank you, John.
What I say, John?
Yeah, I also have a suggestion too. Again, even if some folks cannot come up financially, they can at least let the team know that, listen, I'm going to be available to be a part of the group that's going to help, take the exam or take pictures or help research on that particular day. So even if you can't financially contribute, at least you can let, the group know that, hey, I'm available
to do this or to do that, but I don't have the finance.
Yes, guys. Also, if I want to add something, what is happening now is mostly what Renata was trying to get us to do. We don't have to agree or disagree. The main thing is that she needed input from everybody. I'm interested, I'm not interested. Like we say, it's not compulsory. At least let's have that conversation. That's all Renata wanted. So she knows where to stand. Those who can contribute, put together the money, and she brings whatever she can get from the evening class to the morning class. And from that, the total amount they have, they can decide on how many people to send. But the main thing was just to talk about it, have a conversation. You know, just let everybody know where we stand. Pardon.
Natalie, some people in this class will never talk.
Okay.
And that's true. The issue with this class is that we don't.
Yeah, no matter what you say, Natalie, no matter what you say, Renata, there are some people, they are hearing you, but they will never speak up. They will never say anything.
And I told you guys, if it was Prof talking, I would have understood that, okay, no. Some people feel frustrated, spoiled, and all those stuff, but we are all students here. I don't see why X will not feel comfortable talking or whatever. We are all sharing our ideas, and from those ideas, we try to come up with something. Last time I told you guys, sometimes because of this, sometimes they'll even bring information, and I will not myself feel comfortable to bring it to the class because I know whatever I do, they will not react. So what is the essence of bringing it? Please, let us just make this thing easy for everybody. Let us make this thing easy for everybody. As Devon said, if you guys know that, okay, I will not be able to contribute, or just let me know. I know that, okay, I'm not expecting, because they called me on Monday. I was like, no, let me just wait till Wednesday, and I'll come back to you on Wednesday. I was expecting some groups to tell me, no, we unfortunately cannot contribute for. You don't even need to give me the reason. Just tell me, no, we cannot contribute. Just tell me this. And I know that I'm not expecting anything from anyone anymore. So I can tell them that that's what is happening. We cannot, or whatever. But don't just stay quiet. When you stay quiet, it's like you don't even care. True that some people don't care, but at least, we are all a class and we all need everyone's idea. So
another suggestion also, guys, if you don't feel comfortable speaking in front of the whole class, you can always invite Renata to your private group meetings with your groups, and at least give her share your ideas with her, and she can bring it to the class. That's just a suggestion.
That's a good one, Natalie. Or they can test.
Exactly. Or they can speak.
Yeah,
or he can
text too.
speak directly to another.
Guys, nobody's key here. Everybody's adult. Everybody do the presentation. Everybody speaking. Is it $20? We cannot just spend the time about the $20. If people want to give, you give. If you don't want it, you take the money the people give it. We're making one plan. That's it. That's the life. If people don't want to give, if people don't want to talk, what you guys want to do?
Yeah, you can do anything about it. For me, I think you should just set a new deadline on it. You set your piece, and then whatever, move with the people that want to move.
No, Anita, the deadline is tonight. the morning people are waiting.
But she might have to set a new deadline.
Maybe
people have changed their mind. Set a deadline for maybe tomorrow or the end of the day, or
no, even if it's next week, the morning people should wait. If the evening classes are not ready yet, they should wait. We are not going to work on their own pace. If we are slower than them, they should wait and drag our hands.
Thank you, Natu.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, no problem. I am not going to set the deadline alone. We will set a deadline together now.
Yes.
So I am waiting for you guys.
People are getting paid next week. Is it next week? No, in 2 weeks.
Are you getting paid next week? Let me just bring your phone next week.
How do you know that, Anita?
No, it's not next week. It's the week after next. It's next week, actually. It's next week. Yes, now at the end of the month.
That's what I'm saying.
Anita, if it's the week after next, that means you got paid a couple of days ago.
It's the end of the week. Yeah, well, the end of the week.
Anita, just let me know if yours is coming next week. Let me just bring your phone next week, Anita, please.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm helping to set the deadline. I mean, for me, the morning class already waiting, so I don't think we should set it that far away.
Exactly.
It's only $20. Come on,
guys. The deadline
and even if it's not, like, just give whatever you can for those that cannot, cannot give.
Anita,
Oh, that one I cannot accept. That one I cannot accept because it's gonna bring a lot of disorganization.
Okay,
If you start saying that, okay, Fali, please give me a second. Thank you. If you start saying that, give whatever you want, it's gonna bring a lot of disorganization. I know what I'm talking about. So for that one, unfortunately, I am not okay with that.
Okay.
Because I know some of you guys have already paid. If you start saying give whatever you want, I'll start receiving $5 Zelle, $2 Zelle, $1, $10, and all those stuff. So I don't want it to be disorganized.
$2.
Okay, Renata, I'll go give you a proposal. The deadline is the Friday.
Yes, Bobby, $2.
$20. That's it. The deadline is Friday, $20. That's it. We cannot just wait.
Let's say Monday, please, so that other people can send it during the weekend.
We cannot just wait for 1 month for $20, please.
No, I'm saying Monday now.
Exactly. The problem is that the plan was for us to start fixing the dates, that bringing up the teams this weekend or on Friday. So if we bring it to Monday, it's like we were trying to do it the week after next week. So if I'm okay with Fali, if we can bring the deadline on Friday, it's gonna be helpful, so we can do whatever you want to do during the weekend, and take the dates next week, like register for it next week if we have available dates. I don't know if everybody's okay with that. If not, just bring up your ideas. Just bring up your ideas. Christelle, Bayus, Rennie,
Renata,
Samuel.
I have the money for both our teams, so I'll send it to you tonight.
All right, no problem. Bibish, David, EM, please, you guys should talk. Stood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me.
Natu, you were right. Even in 2 weeks, we will still have people, not responding.
That's what I'm saying. No matter what the Renata said or you guys said, the people will never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's useless.
They are listening to you. You are there
talk.
talking. Maybe they are just laughing. That just finish and talk and leave
Talk, exactly. Talk, say your piece, and then just
just leave this video, please. So,
for me, I think on Renata, Thursday night, just send a reminder, and tell them at what time you expect the money. Just send it to the group. And then, after that deadline, you just move on.
Okay. No problem. Anyway, thanks to those who participated. Thanks for your ideas, and thanks to those who watching it.
So the deadline is one Friday?
Yep, Friday.
Okay. So please, when they also want to register for the exam, you should also keep us posted.
Who is speaking?
Definitely.
Yourself.
Student 101 is the very first student.
Present yourself, please. That student, there was the one we don't want you. Present yourself, please.
This is Vivi.
I know, Fechimata. I haven't heard your voice, so I don't know. Like 2 years now, Vivi.
2 years. You've been here for 2 years.
Yes. It has been a long time. Vivi don't, she never talked.
Well, she spoke today.
Okay, and it is only Natu that proposed herself to be a volunteer for the exam.
I also volunteer. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm going with you, madam. Hey.
Yani, okay.
So, Renata, let the other ones go before me so that if I can go and pass the exam, that's good.
Natu, don't go and sleep there.
Okay.
Don't go and sleep there. That's
no,
automatic
Anita, so that
disqualified.
if they've collected some of the questions, you see now, if I'm the last person to pass, I can easily pass the SQL fundamental. I won't have to pay again.
Then you reimburse the money.
Yeah, you're gonna give that money back now too.
Exactly.
Come on, guys. It's volunteer now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna end the meeting. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, Renata.
Uh-huh.
All right.